What's up? I mean, thank you, Dr. Nova. It got a little nutty last night, I ain't gonna lie. But, you know, I'm a lot luckier than some of my friends in the Palisades, that's for sure. Like, I had one friend, 4 kids, married, you know, lost everything. I just had a friend of mine come over and pick up some clothing for him. I mean, he lost everything. So I don't know how the TV reporters are making it look to you guys, but it's a fucking apocalypse out here. Um, so, I mean, it is. What up, everyone? I mean, it's. What up, Dr. Chow? It's no joke, I'll tell you that much right now. I mean, like last night, they had the Hollywood fire, which was, that's about 5 miles, maybe 6 miles east of me. And if you watched my live last night, I think I walked, because I was going to evacuate, and I thought, let me walk up to the Comedy Store, check it out. And that's about maybe a mile and a half from me. What up, Edmonton? And so I would say in that mile and a half, the wind changed directions 5 to 6 times. So I saw Eddie on a plane just now. So, but he's knee deep in it, in the Malibu fires. I do not wear the Sting mask. No, I don't. Some people might say with my face I should, but I don't. And I got to the Comedy Store, and I felt safe enough to walk back home and spend the night. So I would say that my sister, who's about a tenth of a mile east of the Hollywood Bowl, was in much more danger. So, it's crazy. This is basically our 9/11, not from the body count. So, I mean, he's not out of the woods, Dr. Chow. I mean, he is, if the winds are anything like they were last night here in Malibu, you've got the ocean, it is, it's scary, it's no, even walking Lois about 5 or 6 p.m. my time, it looked like it was on a movie set. I mean, the whole city is just smoke. You can barely breathe, and it's like, tonight there's supposed to be an uptake in Santa Ana winds, and then tomorrow not so much. And then some fucking idiot flew a drone into one of those water planes, so it had to come back. It's not really fun to watch, to be honest with you. I don't know where you got that idea, but I take it they don't have fires like this in Edmonton or really anywhere. I think the main problem is that, the fires are all spread out. Like if it was in just Palisades and Malibu, the firefighters could double up. They do a little bit in Malibu, come to Palisades, go back. Here you've got the Palisades in Malibu, but then you had the Hollywood fire last night. Then you had a huge fire last night in Studio City. And then the city, I'm forgetting, the Kenton, I think it starts with a K. You got that fire. You had a fire in Pomona earlier. So they are spread fucking thin. Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, I'm not going to lie and say I felt I was in danger, but as someone who lives in an all wood building, or mostly all wood, there's some stucco. One spark, man, and I mean, it got bad enough last night where I started looking around the apartment, going, "Okay, what do I take? I got one bag. What goes in?" So, it's really nothing like that, Crystal. But you must be smoking on the bananas or something. Um, yeah, I don't know what Schaub's up to. But I mean, there's that one stretch of 500 homes. It was basically a whole neighborhood gone, every house gone, and these are like anywhere from $2 to $10 million homes, maybe more. And the crazy thing is, the guy who ran and lost for mayor of LA, Rick Caruso, he's a shopping center magnate. He owns the shopping center in the Palisades, and there wasn't a scratch on it because he was smart enough, apparently, to put fire retardant like on the grounds, and literally everything around his shopping center burnt. There's not a scratch on his shopping centers. Yeah, Mayor Bass is horrible, but I'm sure her house is doing fine. Um, yeah, I mean, insurance, that's a whole nother podcast. Um, well, they're not small homes. I mean, I would say the average size of those homes in the 500, where the 500 homes were lost right off of Sunset. So you're talking anywhere from 2,500 to 5,000 square feet. 500 homes, that size, gone. I mean, I don't mean, I mean, you see, it looks like a chimney, a graveyard. I mean, it's all chimneys. Um, so, and then in, Malibu, so many classic restaurants gone. I mean, Moon Shadows. I mean, that's where my brother used to go drinking with Vince Neil. The Real Inn, which, if you are a fan of the movie Big Wednesday, which you know I am, the uh, the restaurant that was in Big Wednesday, gone. James Jameson, New Zealand, $1.11. Thank you very much, sir. It's kind of silly to do a fucking ray gun. So no ray gun tonight. But thank you very much, James. Um, I think I'm going on MLC tomorrow to do that. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see, um, how, I mean, fuck, I don't know. I mean, Palisades will never be the same again. Uh, so I'm sure Kevin is concerned for me. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm not, I mean, last night, like I said, it was a little hairy. I mean, the winds were fucking crazy. I think someone told me Gladstone's is gone too. That's crazy. You know how many dates I went on to Gladstone's? Like, I think Eddie Ift is in Edmonton or somewhere this weekend. Vancouver, maybe. So it's I'm in a daze, man. And I'm gonna walk Lois in a minute, but I mean the whole city reeks of smoke. So luckily it's cold right now, so that's good for the firefighters. And I'm really lucky that my condo is literally attached to a fire station. So, but they might not even be in the fire station right now. They could be in Malibu or Palisades. It's crazy. And I walked by with Lois today at the fire station, and they just looked so fucking uh, tired and exhausted. But the cool thing was a lot of people were dropping off food for them and whatnot. Rickosaurus, MLC forever, $1.99. Please ask KB to let you adopt his cat, Tuna Town. No cats in this house, even though Lois does like cats. It's not quite as windy, Chris, but it's still, there's a good airflow going. I mean, yesterday was crazy. Like I said, on the walk up to the Comedy Store, you guys can Google Earth this. I live on the Viper Room Street, so from one block below the Viper Room to the Comedy Store, it's about a mile and a half. At first the winds were blowing, it seemed like north south, and then when I got on the Sunset, it was east west, and then kind of circular when I was up at the Comedy Store, and then when I walked back, it was west east. So, um, just like, and that's why the firefighters, it's hard to plan where to put them because you don't know where the wind's going to be blowing in 5 minutes. So, oh yeah, that's 100%. You can already see comedy clubs kind of fucking. Who was it? Flappers. Hey, any first responders can go see Jeff Garland for free next week. They've suffered enough. Were you out when the fire started? Um, I was home because I think the Palisades fire started at 10:30, and then it was crazy winds that day. I mean, upwards of 100 miles an hour. I mean, it's hurricane winds. Um, and then, um, the winds didn't die down, and then I think the Malibu fire started. Rick Short's MLC Forever, $1.99. Remember the crazy fires in SoCal in 2007? I mean, I'm so burnt out on these fires. I don't, but I was here. I lived through them. Um, I know. Dude, like Malibu, Dr. Chow, Malibu and the Palisades. You're talking fat homes, and that one home that 4-story home last night in Studio City, like that easily was a $10 million home. So, it's just, it's just like it's unprecedented. Like we've had fires out here before. There's one fire, and then they put it out really fast, and then it was just bad timing. I guess 2 days ago when they started, Biden was here, so they couldn't fly the helicopters because of restricted airspace. And then the winds came, and they couldn't fly because it was too dangerous for the helicopters and the fire planes. So, last night, if that would have happened, I mean, that Runyon Sunset Hollywood fire would have been crazy. It could have gotten to me, and absolutely would have gotten to my sister's house. So, yeah, I mean, it's really the firefighters. Not that many people have died. I think 5 so far. Of course, that's a lot. One's too much, but given the devastation, not really, Kurt. To be honest with you, not really. I mean, it's not quite as windy tonight. It's very cold, but the firefighters are running on empty, man. I mean, it's been 48 hours straight for these guys and girls. Oh yeah, billions of dollars in Palisades alone. Um, I don't know, man. I would probably, I don't know. Here's what let me see. I mean, I went into the memorabilia room. I said, okay, what's the most valuable jersey I have in here? And I took the Eric Bolton 911 shirt. I mean, that I've been offered 10 grand for that shirt. And then I took my one watch that's really nice, although I have a couple nice ones. A couple leather jackets that are kind of irreplaceable, and my dog's ashes. To be honest with you, I have 4 dogs' ashes by my bed. I mean, it really wasn't a lot. I mean, it was surreal to just like scan my rooms and go, what goes, what comes. I have a little area where all my mom's letters through the years she sent me. I probably would have taken those. I don't know if I would have kept the Jellies poster that Chandler got me. You know, I mean, I love that or the artwork, whatever you want to call it, but like it's too big to carry out. You know, it's just. Um, I mean, last night, Ben, I was probably 5, 6 miles east of the Hollywood fire, but that, I mean, I'm in a good spot in terms of um, fires from the hills. I mean, it would have to take an incredible set of circumstances for the fires to get to my condo. But, you know, if a fire, you know, I'm surrounded by two huge wires, you know, telephone and electrical wires. If God forbid those things ever fell, my place goes up like that. Obviously, I would take Lois. Um, yeah, I mean, family photos, I'd have to just scan and go, okay, what kind, you know, I mean, so, and my love, I mean, just few CDs. What up, Rudy? Yeah, I mean, I'm okay. I don't want to be dramatic and act like, you know, I was in danger last night, but I was, you know, there was three, I think there's like four color codes: white, blue, yellow, and red. Red being the worst. Our West Hollywood was in yellow, so we were ready. Have you ever lived in a haunted house? Rick Shores, MLC Forever, $1.99. I mean, a lot of people think my condo is haunted because the two guys who lived in it before me were drug dealers, both of whom died of AIDS. So, you know, I have visual AIDS. Hello. Um, I mean, Carlos Danger. I can't. Some of you are making me laugh. I'm so not in the. Um, Mood to laugh, but that's funny. I mean, Bass just took the job. I mean, she's handled it horribly, to be honest with you. But I mean, Rick Caruso, like I voted for him. You know, he's a rich guy, and a lot of people don't like him because he's fucking loaded. But you know what? His mall didn't burn, and it's in the middle of the Palisades fire because he knew what to do. So. Yeah, well, I have a landline, as you guys know, and my landline number is the same number that the drug dealers had. So for like the first probably 6 months, I would get people who wanted drugs. Hey, man, can I come by and pick up the package? I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Um, so I mean, I mean, definitely. I mean, Bass cut the fire department funds by 23 million. So she's not looking good right now. Right after 9/11, I moved in here. 100% Comedy Store's haunted. I mean, you think of all the evil things that have happened in that building, even before it was the Comedy Store, when it was Ciro's. Um, you know, so did JA ever call a landline? I don't know who JA is. Jack Asadorian, the owner of the Haha. Spent my entire 20s hanging in LA Hollywood, $1.99, the great Andrew Jacobs. Yes, it's a sad, definitely a sad. I mean, I walked Lois. You guys know during the pandemic, and still to this day, I walk her right on Rick Caruso's mall because it's a great area to watch and just browse around. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. Blue Iris is dead, so no, she did not make it. I am originally from LA, so um, I've seen it all in this city. Um, who's Gus? I don't know who Gus is. Some of your guys' messages is getting a little lost on me. Um, that is the ghost of Sting, baby. And the Earl Skakel sign. We'll let you guys get a good look at that while I pick my nose. See, I know how to work the cameras. Well, I mean, I don't hate Caruso because he's got a lot of money. I mean, to me, it's like, okay, he has a lot of money for a reason. He's a good businessman. I mean, we all go to his fucking shopping malls. Uh, yeah, oh, I'm sure a lot of the Austin comics are making LA comedy jokes, but none of them are getting up in Austin either. I've always said, if Adam didn't think you were funny in LA, he ain't gonna think you're funny in Austin either, baby. Uh, I don't know who Rupert is, to be honest with you. Um, $1.99, Ricochet's MLC Forever. You ever get into ska music in the 90s? I mean, the only ska band I've ever really liked, 100% I would do that, was Madness. Our house in the middle of the street. I remember everything. Oh, such a fine time. Such a happy time. I'm not like a huge ska fan, but I liked Madness. But that was like in the mid '80s. But that's when ska was really popular. So, I'm a metalhead. You guys know what I like: Poison, Rat, Kiss, Def Leppard, early Bon Jovi. I like the gay metal, Cinderella. Britney Fox, all that, all that greasy shit. So third wave. I don't know what third wave is. Girl School's a good song. Great video. I asked the girl who was the teacher in the video to do my podcast once, and she got back to me actually and was like, "Yeah, I've seen your comedy. I don't want to do it." It's like, but she's a huge commercial actor. Like she's in all those Geico commercials. She's always the fat girl. That's fine. I'm not hating on her. So, I mean, Rage Against the Machine was a little too. They just seem so unhappy. So you guys are fucking selling out arena after arena after arena after arena. Life is good. Gene Simmons did have a great quote. I think he was talking about Nirvana and all their unhappy songs. He's like, "Hey, if you're so unhappy, send me your publishing checks." But I will say, I used to see Tom Morello at the West Hollywood IHOP, basically the gay IHOP. And every time I'd have a metal shirt on, he'd give me props. I said, "I love you in Springsteen's band. You give it a little bit of metal flavor. I've never heard Born to Run with a whammy bar." So I looked at him. I'm like, "You're like the Black Brad Gillis." He's like, "Huh?" Um, do you ever plan on being with a partner? Doesn't it suck not being with someone? Not really, to be honest with you. Um, I mean, uh, I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. If that makes any sense. Worst concert, Morrissey at Hollywood Bowl, boring. Rickosaurus MLC Forever. I was there, baby. I've got to disagree with you there, but I will appreciate Morrissey's performance. He's a showman, but I would also say that Billy Idol was the opener both nights, and he fucking killed it. Him and Steve Stevens, man, they are a great duo. So, but I took Adam Egget both nights. I said, "Dude, I'll pay for the tickets, but we have to get there early, and you have to watch Billy Idol." And he became a Billy Idol fan. Um, so yeah, I mean, I definitely was looking at some leather pants. I was looking at some of the custom clothing I have and going, okay, what stays, what goes, what Kiss T-shirt. I do have I probably would have found my Hot in the Shade white T-shirt from the Kiss show I was at, 91 Long Beach Arena. Me and Adrian, the busty receptionist from the gym I worked at. How many George Perez's were in the audience at Morrissey? Crazy. Well, the first time I ever saw Morrissey, I didn't see him. I was dating Motorhead's manager, as you guys know, and she's in the concert business. And Morrissey was playing, I think, Irvine Meadows, which later became the Verizon Amphitheater. Now it's condos. And she calls me about 4 o'clock and says, "Hey, get down here." I'm like, I'll see you when you get home. I don't really want to watch more. So she's like, "He got sick. They're flying in Billy Idol." So I got to see Billy Idol fucking crush it in front of an all Morrissey fan base. I mean, it was wild to watch the dynamics of, basically an 80s punk metal, whatever you want to call Billy Idol, work work the crowd, and he killed it, which I'm assuming is why he was the opener for those Hollywood Bowl shows. I don't know, Teddy. I don't know Smith's songs, so I will say the funny thing was the first night at the Bowl. Um, if you come to Vegas, I would love to play with you. I don't know what that means, Selena. Play like blackjack? Um, is that where you're from, Celine? See, this is hard for me to say, hey, I'll meet someone in the stream, but you have to Instagram me at Earl Skakel so I know what you look like. So I know you're not some fucking dude. Uh, Cradle of Love was not Steve Stevens on guitar. That's when Steve Stevens was out of the band. But what up, Fred? I forget the guy's name, but Billy Idol's awesome with Steve Stevens. I've seen Extreme live. I think they opened up for Rat at the Wiltern. It was Sheila E., Extreme, and Rat. And I've met Nuno Betancourt because he used to come to the Comedy Store a fair amount. Flesh for Fantasy is a great song. I don't know. I mean, I would take you to a concert, Chicken Man, but that would mean you would have to identify yourself. Of course I'll be reaching out. Yeah, I mean, I absolutely have to make sure you're over 18. Are you picking up on me on this stream? All right. I'm on Instagram right now, Selene. Send me a message and we'll do this live. You could get my genuine reaction to if we would make a proper match. Morrissey sucks, man. I mean, well, send me a message on Instagram right now, Celine. Let's make this happen. Yeah, 100%. I'm there with the Tommy Morris. Tommy Morris and the Haptones. Wow. Carry on my wayward son. Wow. That's the great Tommy Morris, the old talent coordinator of the Comedy Store, who still would have been the talent coordinator at the Comedy Store if he weren't so light-fingered, if you know what I'm saying. Yes, let's make a love connection in the Earlverse for Earl. I mean, I am single at the moment. So, and I've had like 2 ex-girlfriends reach out to me and see how I'm doing. And no, it's not anyone you guys would know. Rickosaurus, MLC forever, $1.99. I messed up. Saw Morrissey at the Greek in 2018. Okay, I did not see Morrissey at the Greek. The last Greek concert I went to was on a date with my yoga instructor, Alice Cooper. I think it was Cheap Trick and Alice Cooper, if I'm not mistaken. So, good show. Alice Cooper always delivers. And he's like 75 or something. Like, it's pretty impressive. Bend over and twerk for daddy. I mean, yeah, I don't know about that. But no, thank you. I guess would that be the proper response to that? Sorry, I'm just answering a few texts. People asking how I'm doing. What happened to Kate Quigley? I mean, I think she moved somewhere in the Midwest and is apparently still doing comedy shows or something. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're friends, but I haven't spoken to her in quite some time. So $1.99, Rickosaurus, MLC forever, $1.99. MLC World wants you to get with Felicia. I don't like to get involved in, whatever her and Pat are in, I don't want any part of that. I mean, sure, I find her attractive, but it kind of sounds like they are into each other still. Anyone who's that emotional about their ex is still into them. So I'm not at this stage of the game. I'm not going to be someone's rebound. And we live in two different worlds. I mean, I'm in LA. She's, I think, Midwest or New York. You know, well, I mean, that's interesting, Cool Boy. Ever put a dent in Kate? No. I've never. Excuse me. I've never hooked up with Kate Quigley. Thank you very much. I mean, do I find her attractive? Sure. And someone told me she's 50. Like, that's crazy. She looks really good for 50. Felicia looks like Axl Rose. I mean, objectively speaking, I don't know her. I'll probably never meet her. She does the road a lot more than I do. Great hair, great skin. I mean, I can't really comment on the body. I don't know what it looks like, but um, I don't know if I could ever hook up with her, to be honest with you, just because I'm like, oh, Pat's dick has been in this mouth. Ugh. Like I'm the type of guy that a girl can sleep with 500 dudes and I don't care. But if I know one dude she's fucked, I like, it's tough for me. Um, so, um, I mean, we'll probably never meet. Um, and I don't want to get involved in her and Pat's, stuff. No, thank you. If you wear Confederate flags at Kate, maybe she'll dig you. Hello. I mean, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I'm good on wearing what am I? One of the Freebirds? Um, yeah, I mean, but isn't that weird? Like some people can do that. I can't. If I know one guy, just like if I was going down on a girl, I'd be like, oh man, let's say I was going down on Felicia, I'd be like, oh man, Pat's dick has been down here. Ooh, boner kill. Um, but some guys are animals. You know how many guys have fucked my past exes and like, hey, Skakel's dick has been down here. Cool. He's a good guy. So, some guys just have a stomach for that. I don't. So, and I slept with porn stars and whatnot, and you're like, well, how could you do that? But I don't watch porn, so even though it looks like I produce it, hello. So I don't know anyone they fucked, so I'm okay with that. Um, yes, boner kill if I know dudes who've been inside. Yeah, oh my God, of course the fires are still going on. I don't know who Angela White is, to be honest with you. So, she a comic in LA? Yeah, I mean, right now the Palisades fire is like 6% contained, 6%. And then there's the Eaton fire that's still going. Now the Sunset Hollywood fire was squashed real fast. I mean, I'm talking hours. I don't think the Studio City fire. That was pretty much just a few homes, so they got that. I think the Pomona fire was pretty small, so I think they got to that. Um, no, I did not sleep with an Australian porn star. Um, Ron Jeremy's got me. Not really. He's in jail right now. Thank you. Shock me. Put on your black leather. You still keep in touch with the real deal, Selena Mayor? No, I don't. I never really. Thank you very much. Thank you. Um, I hope you are safe. I mean, right now I am, but another fire pops up, say above Doheny on Sunset. That's right down the road. So it's very scary. So I'm not. I didn't sleep too well last night, just because all it takes is for one ember, man, and this building, although a fair amount of it is Stucco, there's also probably 50, 60% wood. Rickosaurus, MLC Forever, $1.99. You are very generous tonight, Rickosaurus. Porn stars, can you give us at least one name? No, because that's like, this was not like a film or, um, this was like personal, private life type stuff. So I would go on Jim Norton's new podcast. Um, I don't know what you're talking about, Chicken Man. Uh, do you think insurance would be? I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, insurance. I mean, that's going to be crazy to see. Um, I mean, I know a lot of those people don't have insurance because they're like, "Fuck it, we're below sunset. We're not really close to the mountains." I mean, it's going to be, and the insurance companies are going to drag that shit out. Um, and a lot of people rent in those areas, so not only do they not own, but they lost all their worldly possessions, and so that they're literally left with nothing. Um, I mean, it's been better, Wilma. It's been better. I've never really looked at Jim Norton's wife, I guess. I mean, I know that girl who used to be on Kill Tony, Cassandra. She's, I guess, trans. She's fucking hot. Like, if you saw her walking down the street, you would not know. Trust me on that one. Um, so I don't know. I can't answer that question. Did a woman? Oh, okay. Is that Selena? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I was on stage. Eleanor was in there with her wrestling crew, and Selena was really fucking drunk. And like, she gets up there and let me put you in a figure four. I'm like, hey, cool, no problem. But whatever you do, don't put my right leg. Like, leave my right leg alone. I got a torn ACL. Like, she locks in, of course, on the right leg, and I was in such pain. I was literally tapping my own leg because I thought it was her leg. And Eleanor had to get up there and get her to stop. Um, yeah, I mean, general contractors are going to be killing it. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't. I mean, she's still. I think she moved to the Midwest though, or something. Um, but in full disclosure, I don't really keep up with what Kate Quigley's doing. Although we're good friends. Um, did you see Hogan get booed out of the building? Yeah, that was a little surprising. But he's just not well liked, man. His life has been a train wreck the last couple of years. The son, drunk driving, the N-word stuff multiple times. So it's like I don't imagine John Cena in 20 years coming back to Monday Night Raw and getting booed because John Cena is like a pretty fucking corporate entity. Hulk Hogan, and he's a Trumper. Uh, I did not meet that porn star, but I don't know a lot of porn stars. They come up to the Comedy Store all the time. I really don't know them, so it's my gonads are burning. I mean, that sounds like you've been sticking your pee-pee in the wrong holes, brother. So, I don't know a lot of the female porn people. I don't know a lot of the men either. I mean, I used to know the old schoolers: Ron Jeremy, TT Boy, Vince Foyer, Jack Napier, who came to the Comedy Store boxing match. Um, Mr. Marcus, Jack Hammer, Alex Sanders, Harry Reams. Yeah, Cena's like, he's untouchable. Yeah, Peter Forecourt North. Um, so, but I could meet a porn star. I mean, there's a couple porn stars who I know at the store. I know a lot of Instagram models and OnlyFans girls. Because they're big at the Comedy Store. The hoes love the Comedy Store. And I'm really the only guy up there in the leather pants and stuff. So, wait, my relative long time ago worked for a girl wrestling meal order outfit in a place called Tarzana. Yeah, Tarzana is out in the valley. That that's there's the Woodland Hills fire. That's another fire. So, Um, you know, that's another fire. So, hopefully, they got that. I mean, that one just started today in Calabasas. Um, I don't have herpes. I don't know what got you that idea. Um, so now, where was Jesus on 9/11? AP. Was he on lunch break when the guy that jumped off the top of Tower 2? You fucking Momo. Um, praise Bugs Bunny. All right. I mean, praise Bugs Bunny, I guess. I mean, you guys, it's a weird group in here tonight. Not too many trolls. Hit the like and subscribe button. We'll probably do a few more minutes, and then I'm going to walk Lois and see the streets. Um, I mean, thank you, Grasshopper. You don't troll that bad, to be honest with you. I mean, I've never met a troll I couldn't handle. So, you know. Now, the Bible freaks, they're an interesting group. I mean, you can't blame anyone for the actual fires. I mean, that's just an act of God. Thanks, God. But his response has been horrible. Bass's response has been horrible, but you can't really complain. These are the people you fucking voted for. So, you get what you vote for. That's why I don't vote. All these people who sit there and, Newsom's going to be the president in 4 years. So you're getting a good look of what he does under pressure. So, um, it's, yeah, we don't talk about Ray DeVito in here. So, we don't, all Ray DeVito questions are $10 and up. Jeff Ross questions can be asked in here, but it's $100 and up. So, I'm sorry. I just, we have to keep this stream free of bullshit. Well, Wilma, you're certainly coming in hot. Don't get too many white pride towers. He ain't going to resign. He likes the power too much. Trust me on that one. If there's one thing I can guarantee, Gavin Newsom is not resigning, nor is Bass. So, AP, I don't read out your Bible beating bullshit unless you super chat me. This ain't the Jerry Falwell Power Hour in this stream. You're definitely in the wrong stream for that stuff. All right. Let me see here. Sorry, AP. Them's are the breaks, baby. I don't mind the Bible beating stuff, but I mean, I'm just not in the mood for it tonight. All these people, Jesus is the Savior. Where was he in Pacific Palisades last night or the night before? Yeah, I'm clean, baby doll. I'm like the only non-pedophile stand-up comic in the city, so I'm good. I can live with how I live my life. So, love how he thinks he's going to come into my stream and dictate. I think her house burned down, Grasshopper. So, I mean, the fires, I should say, they know no social boundaries. They're burning rich people's homes. They're burning poor people's homes. It's really, yeah, Joel Osteen, the guy who wouldn't let the homeless people in his church when the floods were in Houston. Yeah, that's a great, but I'll take your money. So, I mean, my friend who lives in the Palisades got a wife, 4 kids, grandmother who lives with him. They lost everything. So, you know, it's definitely unprecedented times in Los Angeles. Um, uh, I'd go McDavid, man. McDavid's so fucking fast, man. I've never seen someone that fast. Um, I mean, he's fast on another level. I do have a blessed life. I'm not mad at Jesus, but when someone comes in here telling me God is the answer, where was he on 9/11 when the guy had to jump off the top of Tower 2? It's a fair question. I'm in West Hollywood, California. Um, I mean, I don't think you should say that to me, man. Oh, I thought you said you are. Sorry, I couldn't. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if someone's rich or not. The memories are what's. All right, Grasshopper, you're about to get booted. Do you think McDavid gets back to the Cup final? Yeah, well, I was safe on 9/11. I was in California. I'll give you that. Um, I'm telling you, I mean, watching McDavid live, if you have a chance to watch Connor McDavid live, please do so. He's like watching a video game, like the way he jets and jumps and starts and stops. I mean, it's really amazing. Um, well, I don't know if I'd say God's a fairy tale. I just don't believe in the God that was presented to me as a child, which is all loving, but if you don't do what he says, he'll kill you. Like, I just don't believe in that. Or not that he'll kill you, you go to hell forever. It doesn't sound like a very loving God, to be honest with you. But, people believe what they want, you know. But I see what you're saying, AC/DC. I think the Bible is just a series of made up stories to, um, make a point. Mitchkov is amazing. But I mean, McDavid, his speed is just next level. Like it's hard to describe. I've seen Gretzky in his prime, Messier in his prime, Yager, Lemieux, and they're all great players. But nobody can do what McDavid does, especially at the speed he does it at. There's fast players, but they can't puck handle. There's guys who can puck handle, but they're not fast. McDavid is both. Yeah, I mean, Guns N' Roses, I've only seen them with Slash and Duff. Buckethead's a virtuoso. And we don't do all caps in here. Nay, nay. Show some respect to my streamer. You're out of here. I don't have any mods tonight, so yeah. Korea was a great player, but like McDavid is just out of this world. Like I've never seen someone that. I remember, what was it, 2 years ago? They say, well, Grasshopper, we don't have to talk like that on my stream. Well, Buckethead just, I think, freaks people out. Yeah, there's only one person in this stream who's allowed all caps, and that's Chicken Man Brennan. Sorry, it's just the way it does. I don't know if I'd say she looks like Axl Rose, but I get it. The hair does, but I don't think facially she does. And who hasn't wanted to fuck Axl Rose? You know what I'm saying? And then the guy from Nine Inch Nails, was it DJ Ashba? Or Richard, Freeze, something Freeze. Chinese Democracy, they were all on that album. Chinese Democracy literally sounds like a Scotch tape job of, okay, well, I don't know who's playing guitar, but put this in, and the drums. They had like 5 drummers. I think as many as 10 guitar players, Ron Bumblefoot, DJ Ashba, Buckethead. I think Slash even played a little bit on it. So, um, so I mean, Claypool's the real deal. All right, Chicken Man. See, Chicken Man can only do all caps. Freeze love. I don't know what that is. Elephant Graveyard goes. I'm stuck in the '80s, so I rarely listen. The Bible goes harder. We don't do all caps in here, Nana. You do that one more time, the Chicken Man will block you himself. Should I make the Chicken Man a moderator? He goes hard. Chicken Man knows what time it is. I don't know if the Chicken Man wants that responsibility though. So yeah, hair metal, butt rock, cock rock. Chicken Man, if you want to be a moderator, I'm gonna make you a moderator, but only if you want. Who knows? Who knows? All right. See you later, Nana. Nice knowing you, you dumb bitch. All right, everyone wave goodbye. Bobby Blotcher's my favorite drummer ever. Got lessons from him once. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I met him once. He was kind of a dick, to be honest with you. But, I mean, I love how she didn't think I could do a stream to 32 people instead of 33. $700 for one drum lesson? That seems a little high, to be honest with you. But, hey, listen, if you found good value out of it, yeah, I mean, I saw Neil Peart, Leo Gunn, Moses. I meet my nephews, KB kids, so he doesn't hate too much. I'm going to see Slaughter January 19th at the Whiskey. I've already spoken to Mark Slaughter. We must take our annual picture together. You got to fly to the angels. Heaven awaits above. Do, 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 do. And the Slaughter song Burning Bridges is about their time in the Vinnie Vincent invasion. Leo Gunn in the house. Hello, David from Australia. Oi, 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 oi. So we'll go another 6 minutes, guys. And then I have to walk to relieve my dog's bowels. Yeah, the Whiskey survived. I mean, nothing on Sunset was touched. I don't know why they're calling it the Sunset Fire, because it's really the Runyon Canyon Fire. Yeah, Slaughter is playing January 19th at the Whiskey Sunday night. I think the only two from the original band are Mark and Dana Strum. Also, the Vinnie Vincent Invasion. Yeah, I mean, well, I can't afford a mansion in the Palisades. Although, with this $18.54 I made tonight, who knows? Is the Griffith Zoo okay? I heard it was surrounded. I mean, it definitely was surrounded. I don't know what happened. I was concentrating more on the Sunset Fire. So, Grasshopper, I like you, but you can't type in all caps. That is the Chicken Man only. The Chicken Man is the only one who can type in all caps. Well, unfortunately, if I walk with you guys tonight, you won't be able to see anything. It's really dark out. So, yeah, I mean, Billy Crystal lost his home. James Woods lost his home. Dr. Nova, what up, what up, what up? 5 more minutes, Dr. Nova. Sorry. So, a lot of celebrities lost their homes. I mean, this fire knew no social, didn't care if you were rich or poor. Oh, I didn't know he worked at the Whiskey. I mean, the Knack had a nice one. I like their other song, Good Girls Don't. Good girls don't, but I do. Yeah, I mean, I know who else lives in Malibu. I think the drummer from Def Leppard, has a pad there. Lance Burkhart from the movie North Shore, the great, what's his name? What is his name? The surfer, Laird Hamilton. He has a place that's right up in those hills. I'm not sure about O'Neill. Oh, I bet. I mean, Claypool and Buckethead. That's like next level musicianship. Ricky Rocket is the drummer from Poison. I mean, like I said last night, I mean, I wasn't in imminent danger last night, but I was absolutely at one point going, hey, I got to get out of here. What do I take? I got one bag. What goes in it? So, I mean, it's pretty scary, at times. Especially when it's at night, because, the daytime you can kind of get a vibe from, the helicopters and whatnot, but, it's just pitch black, man. So, you know, it's, did you like loudness? Not really. I never got into them, to be honest with you. I don't. I'm going to put you in timeout, Grasshopper. You know the rule. No one types in all caps in this stream other than the Chicken Man. So please hit the like and subscribe button on your way out, guys. We got 2 more minutes. Yeah, I mean, you don't know. I mean, I know Tracy Guns. He took a video of him leaving his house with all his guitars in his car. John Cena. I mean, he's the real deal. I mean, it got pretty scary. You do it one more time, I'm gonna have to ban you. It's respect. Well, that's not very nice to say, Lard. I've done an hour stream trying to inform you guys and update you on the LA fires, and you come in like that. Thank God there's only a minute left in this stream. I don't know if I could take you for another hour. Well, that's good to know, Grasshopper. Yeah, I mean, he sounds like, who is that guy? I don't know who he is, but the name sounds familiar. Is he in a band, or is he just a guitar freak? I mean, I know Bruce Kulick, I don't want to say where he lives, but he probably has 100 guitars in his basement. Like, there are many Bahinis in here. I don't know what that means, John Doe. So you got 1 more minute, guys, to say whatever you got to say. I mean, I do well at the Comedy Store. I know. Isn't that wild? Like a 12 guitar collection is a lot to me, but to Joe B, it probably he probably has 12 guitars in his fucking bathroom. Well, I'll be at the Comedy Store Saturday night. I've never met Brian May, to be honest with you. No, I'm an entertainer, Lord Harvey. George Carlin was a comedian. I'm an entertainer. Can I get a tuner at any music store? I don't know, Cheese. I don't know. So, all right, guys. This has been an eventful stream. I see some trolls coming in. Time for me to wrap it up. Follow me at Earl Skakel. Oh, that's cool, Dr. Nova. Thank you, Lord. Sorry you got here late. But, yes, Dave Chappelle is probably safe in Ohio. This has been Earl Skakel reporting live from the Malibu fires of CBS News. We'll see you tomorrow.